Hello Geminis, thanks for joining me for the July 2019 Tarot Scope with Animal Totem. We're going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck followed by the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And if you're a Patreon level 2 subscriber, there will also be a bonus card from the Songs from the Journey Home, a really cool deck. I am Vickie and this is for Gemini Sun, Rising, and Moon for July 2019. You know, this is going to be a really big month for everybody. We are moving into eclipse season. So the eclipses are happening. It's a shift too, because look, this came first. Eclipses cause shifts, but it's also a shift in energy, because for the past few years we were having our eclipses were falling in Leo and Aquarius, and now they're falling in Capricorn and Cancer. So it's a different energy. And I reintroduced them, offering for a limited time the eclipse readings again. I did them a few years ago with the big American eclipse. But now that the energies have changed and shifted, I'm going to offer those again through July. And we look at your chart and how these new energies could affect your chart. So if you're interested, you can check that out. Sorry, my dog is over there. His collar is bang if you hear that clanking. I think he's just about done. You done, buddy? Come here, you. I think that's empty. I think you got every last drop, dude. Okay. Alright, Gemini. So it's a time of big change for everyone. And even though it's not in your sign, that doesn't matter. It's still going to be affecting you. Well, talk about it. Talk about big changes. The very first card out was the Tower in reverse. So that is changes. But Tower in reverse is not as severe. These are changes that you saw coming, or even that are welcome changes. This usually isn't. It's a big upheaval, but it's usually something that you have been wanting. And by the looks of things around you, it is a good change, because what follows is very favorable, very positive. I do want to say, though, somebody might have experienced some kind of health crisis. And you could have been really, it could have even been something with cardiovascular heart, or be really upset. And for the most part, I don't feel like it's really you. I feel like it's an older person, like a parent or an uncle or somebody like that, and you were might have been really worried about them, because eclipses will bring this stuff out too. Well, this is saying good, full recovery. After rest, this is a healing time, and then there'll be a full recovery. That's only in a few cases. For the most part, this is just something that you've been wanting to get out of. The pressure's been building, 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 and the eclipses are going to bring about the release. By the way, the eclipses are happening on New Moon eclipse, July 2nd, in the sign of Cancer. Full Moon eclipse on the 16th in the sign of Capricorn. So these are the dates, but it could be all month long. It doesn't always happen, you know, smack dab on the eclipse date necessarily. This is a big clearing. This is clearing out and clears the way. Somebody's having a baby or going to be pregnant, because this can sometimes, I put spirit child when I made the deck. It reminds me of a spirit of a child not incarnate, of still wanting to be born. And when you have Empress, which is the pregnancy card, it's a card of good health, abundance, a lot of meanings, but it is the pregnancy card primarily. Next to the Sun card with the little baby on it and the spirit child up here. Many of you are either going to become pregnant, or somebody close to you can become pregnant too. This could also be too, maybe there was a miscarriage a while ago, and now there would be a happy, healthy, good birth and everything. Pregnancy stuff aside, the Empress is a fabulous card. It is a card of good health, wealth, abundance, having plentifulness. It's the harvest. The Sun energy is also fantastic, you know, baby aside. It's like you're just exuding this great Sun energy. This is also, Sun is the rulership of Leo, and we're going to have another weird thing about July is, besides the two eclipses, we're going to have a second new moon in the month, which doesn't really happen. I don't think it's called a blue moon. There's probably a term for it. I should have looked it up, but usually there's one new moon, one full moon per month, and this month there's going to be two new moons. And the second new moon is going to be in the sign of Leo, and that occurs on July 31st. So July 31st, and here we have a 3. 3-1, 3-1, 31st. So July 31st could be big for many Geminis. this is a card of being really feeling really creative. I mean, you're just feeling creative. You're just feeling, you know, you're exuding all this stuff. This is, besides being a spirit of a child, this is spirit communication. You're tuned into the universe. You're getting those downloads. You're inspired to create whatever. Even if it's not a child in your womb, you're creating something magical, something beautiful, you know, something brilliant. So this is a very beautiful spread for you. Despite this little lineup here, this is on its way out, I feel, and this is what's coming in. There's also something about finances here. That maybe the finances have been a little tight. It seems like there could be a change in that too, largely in part due to this Queen of Pentacles. Now, general readings might not be a female, but a Pentacle person is usually an Earth sign person. So Earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. We are not moving into the Earth sign during the month of July. However, that second, the full moon eclipse is in Capricorn, which is a Earth sign. So there'll be a full moon in Capricorn again on the 16th, lunar eclipse. So you, like everybody, are getting really affected by these eclipses. It's going to bring about a lot of change, possibly some disruption. Change doesn't always come smoothly. You know, with change often comes disruption. But we always got to look at what's on the other side, and the other side looks absolutely magical and beautiful, especially this little, excuse me, this concentration right here, these few cards here, looks fantabulous. I just heard. Okay, let's get into our, do some shuffling for our animal totem. So again, I am offering the eclipse reading. And again, if you're watching this in June, I'm still offering the solstice reading. I have tons of stuff on my website, all kinds of readings, decks, books, art, so please do check it out. I appreciate your support so much. You can find the link to my website above or below. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to catch up with my videos. Let's see what our animal totem is for Gemini. The rat. Well, the rat is, you know, my encounters with rats are not great. I know people have pet rats, and I always have to do that disclaimer when I pull this card because I got so much flack about it. But again, my stuff with rats has not been great. You know, these are sewer rats. Sneaking, slinking, hiding, stealing, fear, lack, hoarding, squalor. Surviving in harsh environments. Release what no longer serves you. Well, I think the biggest takeaway from this card is going to be release what no longer serves you. That's what all this is about here. There could be, when I was reading the first line about the sneaking, slinking, hiding stuff, I got a feeling like that's maybe something that was what was going on here. Like maybe some of you might have found out about that. Like somebody was sneaking around, hiding, hoarding, stealing. I feel like it might be stealing. The sneaking could be relationships of any kind, but I'm feeling like for some of you that you're going to find out about some stuff at work, about your job. Like they're doing something like really, I'm hearing the word unethical, like something really unethical is going on. And I feel like for some of you, they'll be like, come on, we'll cut you in, you know, you can steal with us too, or do this bad thing too, and you're like, you know, it puts you in a real uncomfortable situation. So maybe they get busted and it's not your problem. Maybe you find another job and you're gone from there. Whatever the case, this is a push to make you change. Anytime these situations kind of come up, it's very often a push to make you change, because otherwise you might not do it. Although with Gemini, you guys are usually very changeable. You know, you're usually very open to change. But this feels like I'm hearing the lid's going to get blown off the whole thing. So whatever's been going on here, there is this energy. There is of something like maybe illegal, or either illegal or unethical going on. And for most of you, I feel like it's around your work. And I feel like it's all going to go. And I don't feel like it's up to you to be like the whistleblower or the rat, you know, ratting somebody out. I think it's going to just happen on its own. And it's not up to you to intervene at all as far as that situation goes. The only way that you would intervene or take action would be to get yourself out of it. But for some of you, I think it's just going to wrap itself up on its own. Like it's just going to come to an end, and we're going to clear out all the bad news or whatever. You know, we're getting rid of, they're going to do a big overhaul, or, you know, I feel like for some of you there's like a big investigation or something, and a lot of people are just gone, you know. But then it's nice. Then it's a nice place to live, or it's a nice place to work. It's much better after this is over. It can be uncomfortable. It can be hard, but it'll be refreshing. If the sun will rise on a new day here. A new day is dawning. Ooh, ooh, crystal blue persuasion. I've been getting crystal blue persuasion as a song for my guides a lot. Okay, everybody, don't forget about all the readings and everything. If you want to hit the subscribe button. If you're a level 2, oh, that might be your card. I think I'm going to put it there, just like that. That'll be the card. If you're a level 2 Patreon subscriber, then you will be able to view the bonus card from the Songs for the Journey Home deck, which is an awesome deck. So I appreciate your patronage. I appreciate everything you do to support me through liking, sharing, commenting, donating, purchasing my wares, my readings, my art, and everything else. Have a great month of July and a great eclipse season. Bye.